Hello friends, Matthew Fekumo here, and in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how you can add background images in CSS. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create my working folder or my project folder. I'll just come to my desktop and then I'm going to create a folder because I want to organize my projects. So I'm going to name it CSS image. Okay, so inside that folder, let me have copied an image. So let me paste it there. Okay, so let me close up this folder. And then I'm going to right click on the folder and open it with Visual Studio Code. So let's wait for it to open. Okay. I have it. I have it. I have it. I have it here. Okay. So you can see that I have my folder here. I also have my image. I do not put my image in any folder. All right. So let me create my HTML file. We're going to be creating two files. The first one is going to be my HTML file, and the second one is going to be my CSS file. So I'm just going to click on this plus sign that says new file. Then I'll type index.html. I press enter. So I've already created it. And then I'll create another one. I'll say style.css. I press enter. Okay. So now let me go and create my HTML boilerplate. Shift exclamation enter. I'm going to change the title from document, which is default, to CSS background. Image, CSS background image. Okay, so that's my title. And then I'm going to add H1 if I like. Let me just say H1. H1. And I'm going to give it another title. Let's say it's the same title. Background image. CSS background image. Okay, so that's my H1. Then let me give it a div. I want it to be in a div in a container. Then I'm going to create another div again. So I'm going to give it a class of, let's say, hero image. And then this other second div, I give it another class, and I'll say hero text. All right. So here, let me give it H2, and I'm going to say I am Susie. I am Susie. All right. And then I have another paragraph, P for paragraph. And I'm going to say I am a deaf instructor. Okay. I'm a deaf instructor. Then I have a button. which is going to call to action. Hire me. Hire me. And I give the button a type of submit because we are going to submit the button. And then let me give it a class of BTN. Okay, so that's that for my HTML. So now let me link my CSS. So I'm going to say link rel. So this is going to give me style sheet, then href, which is the source. So the name of the file is going to be style.css. And then I close it up. I save. So I've linked it. So if I come to my CSS and I'm going to say body. Let me say body. CSS, I have margin. Let me give it 0. And then I want to give it font family. Font family, I'll give it Times New Roman. That's my font family that I decided to give it. So my H1, I'm going to give it text align. I want to center the text, so I'm going to place it at the center. I also want to increase the size of the font. So I say font size. Let me make it 45. Let me make it 45 pixels. Let me see how it is looking on the browser. So I'll come here and I'll double click this. So awesome. So you see, so I have my H1 and I have my H2 here. I've already styled this, so I can decide to, change the color if I want. So let me change the color. Let me do some styling here. So I'll come back to my Visual Studio Code and I'll say color. Color. What color do I give it now? Let me give it an orange red color. Orange red color. Orange red color. I refresh. Okay, so I have that beautiful orange red color. Awesome, 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 awesome. I like that. 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 Let me now do some styling to the first div. So since it is a class, I'm going to use dot hero image. Hero image. And let me give it my background image. The background image is going to be URL. And then I used my opening and closing brackets. And then I'm going to give you the name of the image. So what is the name of the image? Deaf child 2. That's the name of the image. So let's go to the browser and reload. So you see, this is our, hero image that is serving like a banner. So, but you will notice that this image is repeating itself. The image is repeating itself. So what do? I'll come here and I'm going to say background repeat. I'll say no repeat. I don't want it to repeat. Let's see what is going on. I refresh. Okay. So you see, the image is not repeated, but the image is not taking the full width of my web page. So I'm going to give it another property of background size. Background size. I will say cover. 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 Okay, cover. I've saved. Let me refresh. Okay, so I have cover there. I can see my image is not, everything is not showing. So I'm going to give it height. Yep. Let me give it height. I'm going to say, if I want it to take the entire web page, I'm just going to say 100 VH, that is the viewport height. And if I refresh, I have that. So if you scroll, you can see that's taking everything. Everything. So you can see, and then I still have my text on top of here. All right. So now let me style this text. Let me move this text to the center. Let me move it to the center. So I'm going to come here and then I will apply my other class, which is hero text. Hero text. So I'm going to say text align center. I save. If I refresh, okay. So let me check what is going on. Okay, hero text, hero text. Okay, so my text here is actually capital T, but it is small t here. So let me change it. So when I change it and I refresh and everything is right here in the middle. But this font looks very small. Let me increase it. So let me see. Font size. I'm going to give it 38 pixels. Let's see how this will work. All right, so you can see the font size have been increased. Let me give you 40. I want it to be bigger than that. Let me give it, let me just give you 42. 42. I save and refresh. Okay, it's bigger. Okay, let me give it a color so that we can see it very well. Let me give it a color of white. White. I save. Yeah. You can see I've given it a color of white. I'm giving it a color of white. Color of white. All right. And then I want to make this call to action to be bigger. If I want to change this or this, I can change, but I think I like the font family that is here. So let me make this call to action to be bigger than this. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here. Remember that in our HTML, I gave the button a class of btn. So let me style just the button. Let me style the button. So I'll say, remember for class, you use the dots before writing the selector. So I have the curly braces, and then let me give it a width of 200 pixels and height of, let's say, 60 pixels. Let's check our browser. Okay. Let me increase the size of the font. I'm going to say font size. Font size. Let me use 28 pixels. I save and refresh. Okay, I have hire me. Let me use font family for that. Font family. And this time around, I just want to use, what I want to use is Montserrat. Montserrat. Okay, let me use monospace. Monospace. Okay. And I'm going to give it a background color. Background of, let me see, background of orchid. Let me see how it looks like on the browser. Okay, looks good. I like the color. And then okay, so let me make this text to be bigger. So I'm going to save the font size. Let me make it 32. And I'm going to make the font width. I'm going to make it bold. Let's check it. All right. Okay. It's getting better. I can still make it to be bigger than that. I'll make it 35. 35, or let's say 38. 38. Okay, it's looking better. Hire me. Okay, now you will notice that this button has sharp edges. So Let me remove the sharp edges. So I'm going to use what is called border radius. Border radius. So I can say 12 pixels. If I save it and I refresh, so you can see that I now have curvy borders. Okay, so you can see how I can make this to be clickable, because this is not clickable right now. It's not clickable. So let me make it to be clickable. I'm going to use, let me say, first and foremost, let me just make it to be clickable. I'll say cursor is going to be pointer. I save and refresh. So yeah, you can see if I hover over it, it will be showing me that hand. Now, if I want a different background color whenever I hover over this, what am I going to do? So I'm going to come here and then I'm going to say .btn column hover background color let me say orange. Let me just give it orange and I save. So if I hover over it, yeah, I have orange color. How cool is that? How cool is that? All right, so this is how far we can go with this. And if I actually don't want the background image to have the full viewport height, I'm just going to give it specify the height. So I'll come here and I'll just say, I can say 600 pixels. So let me go back and check. If I refresh, so you can see, so I have 600 pixels. Let me go and make it, I reduce it to, let's say 500. Yep. So that's how it looks like. Okay. So that's how it is. That is how it is. So let me just change it back to my viewport height. I like it the way it is. 100 VH. Okay. I refresh and I have it. Okay, so this is how far we'll go for this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, do not forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that whenever we upload videos like this, you'll be notified and you will go ahead and get value. So why don't you support this channel if you got value by liking the video, and of course don't forget to hit that notification bell and then subscribe. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next tutorial. Peace out.